All right, so today is August 2nd. We've got Country Gardens magazine coming on the 21st, so we're just gonna say that we've got 3 weeks to, the 20th, on the 20th. So we're gonna say we got 3 weeks to get everything going here. We just got the missing pieces for the greenhouse, and I'll get another rafter built today and try to get the frame all complete, and then just keep going from there. And Casey is getting everything watered. She's getting weeds out of the little pumpkin patch and cornfield that we got going here, which this is one of my favorite parts. So in another probably 3 weeks when Country Gardens gets here, that corn is probably gonna be around 5 to 6 foot tall. So it creates a nice little cool looking backdrop for us here.
As long as we keep watering it, it will grow. But we've been in a drought now. We haven't had a really good rain in about a month. So we are really just trying to get this to grow now. And that way when they do come, it'll be a good height, a beautiful backdrop here in the garden. There's lots of work to do though. I've got a lot of gardens to turn over and replant today, so you guys are going to be seeing a lot of stuff going on here today. It may not seem that exciting, but it's going to be a lot of hard work and things that take a while, so it'll be all day long.
All right, so I'm gonna grab the Ranger and go get the pallet they left for us at the end of the driveway. But before I do that, I need a little snack. I need some cherry tomato power. Some sun sugar tomato power. I love these things so much. Okay, let's get to work. All right, well, I'm gonna see if I can lift this thing up by myself onto the back of the Ranger here and get to work. Well, it's a good thing I've been working out this year, right? All right, let's get to work. How's the harvest going?
Good, yeah. So our potatoes aren't fully ready. Usually I don't harvest them until the tops are completely dead. But we've been preparing for this photo shoot and we're only 18 days away. So I just don't want this to look like an empty dead bed for when they come. So I'm gonna harvest early. We may not get as many, not as big potatoes, but we're still gonna have potatoes.
So what variety is this? Is this what we had last year?
Yes, it's hard for me to go to anything else because we love the flavor.
Yeah.
It's called Peter Wilcox. It's a purple potato. It's got a golden flesh, and they're best for boiling on the grill. And they're not great for mashed potatoes, just so you know. They get almost kind of like a tacky kind of a texture. We just really love the flavor of these.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Yeah, we get them from Johnny's. If you guys want to see how we planted and harvested them last season, the correct ways, feel free to check out those videos. They're in the gardening playlist. And don't forget to subscribe if you're liking the videos, you guys, and hit that little alert button because that'll tell you guys when we have a new video out so you guys don't miss it. You know?
And if you want to go back and see me till up all of these potatoes after Casey planted them because I didn't know anything was in there, you can check that out on one of our past Just Life series. But everything turned out fine, so I think I'll have to do the same thing again next year, right, hon? Hop in there with the rototiller, just tear it up after you plant.
No, because I think that does contribute to not having as many too. They weren't in as deep then, where they could normally produce more. So.
What were you thinking when you looked out the window and saw me going to town in this bed? Beep!
pizza. Normally these would be a lot bigger, 2-3 times the size, but like I said, they weren't planted deep. We're harvesting them a little earlier just to get this planted. And right now I'm using a regular shovel, but I'm being very careful. You usually want to use a fork shovel so you don't pierce them. But I've just been going section by section, so I really haven't been piercing any here. So
no piercing potatoes.
No piercing potatoes. Yeah. Normally once I flip it, I've got a ton of them, but oh, here we go. There they are. Look at these guys. Those are awesome. They're not big, but the flavor will be strong, so we're excited.
The flavor's big.
The flavor is big. You're right, hon. Flavor's big.
Somebody had a question a little while back. What would you seed in August? So I guess you'll find out.
Well, yeah. I mean, what I seed in August is just pretty much like pickles, cucumbers. Right now, I'll do another batch of peas because they'll be producing them when it's cool because they like it cool. They take off a little faster. They're not going to be as sweet as they would be growing them early spring just because they love growing in the cold weather. You could even get a fresh, another plant of zucchini right now. There's enough time for all of that. If you have plants of cauliflower and broccoli, you would have had to seed start them like, you know, a month ago. But those could go in right now.
So I mean, plenty
yeah,
of stuff.
and sunflowers can still go in right now for prettiness. You could still put some nasturtiums in right now. Herbs are okay to seed right now. At least as long as it's like a cilantro, dill, parsley, things that go quick, not like a lavender because that's going to take forever. But we're in zones 4 or 5 here in Wisconsin, so if you're in our zone, I'm speaking for you right now. So yeah.
Yep. All right, very good.
Yeah, I'm sure there's many more I didn't list, but I mean, I think that's a good variety. Keep eating fresh till the end. Till the end. And
for sure.
Say we get an early frost and you're like, no, my stuff is just about to produce. Throw a sheet over it. You hear the temperatures are going to drop and we're getting a frost at the end of the season. You've been waiting for that vegetable to come and you want to eat it. Just throw a darn sheet over it. And that's all it takes. You know, tuck it in at night. Give it a little good tuck. And the next day you take it off right away in the morning so it gets that nice sunlight. And your plants will last you even longer. So yeah.
Very good. Nice. Nice harvest.
Yeah, so not bad for an early harvest.
Yeah.
1 box down, we'll plant it up and get it ready to look nice. So in 18 days, it'll be impressive.
Yeah, looks like we're having potatoes for dinner tonight.
Oh yeah.
And tomorrow night. All right, so right now I am putting on the baseboards for the greenhouse. So this is what we're gonna attach the roll-up sides to, and then when we fill this with stone in here, it'll kind of level it up in here. But this is one of the steps, probably about halfway through now with completing the greenhouse. So just gonna keep going strong here and work until it's done.
I just finished the box, so I just used plants that I had. Some of them are looking rough, but give them a couple weeks and they'll be looking great, and they'll be filled in and looking nicer by the photo shoot. So I did my basils in the corner. There's some spicy basil, some fine basil. I did a Swiss chard here for the looks. You can also eat it. Some smaller zinnias in the middle or on the sides of it. Then here I did more of my pumpkin on a stick because I do want a lot of that for fall time. I just think it's going to be gorgeous as a cut ornamental on the table. And then we did more zinnias on the front with 2 watermelon plants. I had 2 left, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just throw them in. So then right here we did the cut flower kale. I know it looks like cabbage, but it's kale. It's called Crane Red. I started that from seed in March. That seed I got from Johnny Seeds. So right here in front then I did 3 of the Tropic Giant cabbages. I know this is putting them close, but I figured it'll just be here to fill in the space so that way it looks nice and full for the photo shoot. What do you think, Jay?
Looking good. I like it. All right, we're back inside. Casey's got the Wilcox potatoes all chopped up.
Yep, usually I keep the skins on them, but tonight I took the skins off for the girls. And all I'm doing is just a little bit of avocado oil, garlic powder, black pepper. Ooh, it's
Cauliflower's in the oven, right? Yeah.
And then I just mix it around really good, and when I lay it out in a dish, then I just kind of take thin pieces of butter, lay it on top, cook it with a cover. And then the last 15 minutes with both dishes, I'll take the cover off. And then just kind of like press it in brown.
I'm starving, my mouth is watering.
Well, it's gonna be an hour, sorry hon, but then I gotta go over to my dad's and cut his hair.
Oh, right,
While it's cooking.
Okay. All right, we're heading over to Casey's parents' house. She's gonna give her dad a haircut. He wants a mohawk. He's gonna look great with it. Casey's gonna be going back to her old school hairdresser days for a little bit, right?
Just for a little bit. I went to beauty school, so and my parents paid for it, so I think the least I can do is cut my dad's hair for him.
All right, here we go. Casey's gonna do a
This is how I pay off my schooling.
Well, that's nice you brought your cape. I gotta get it.
Yeah, I figured that.
Are you gonna do a wash and shampoo or just the cut?
I dry cut.
Yeah.
I'm that good. If I need, ooh, what's going on back there?
Blends right in, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get that.
Just cut it out.
I might have
Yeah.
to.
You don't care.
We'll just kind of ignore that spot for a moment. I didn't see any.
All right, all done. Looks good.
Yep.
Looks good.
Welcome, Casey.
Homegrown potatoes for dinner.
Oh, I cannot wait. I am so hungry.
Super excited.
So we've got the cauliflower, rice, cheese casserole.
Yep. So it's kind of like, tastes a little bit like mac and cheese actually.
Our potatoes.
It's so hot.